What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have XCN Onyx coin up on the screen here. Going to dive into some of this recent price action here. Been drawn out for a while. Certainly feels like, this thing's never going to end. But my friends, I promise you it is. So I have alt season targets out here for XCN over on my X and YouTube page. You can check it out. That'll give you alt season waves 3, 4, and 5, which is what we're waiting on right now. So let's go ahead and dive into some of this more recent price action. This is the high going back to January 26th to be exact. I'm going to go ahead and pull the Fibs over it. As you can see, almost took half of it back there. Kind of hung out in between the 309 and the 236 for a little while, and now obviously down since that point in time. But it does appear that this is a completed ABC crash here. So you have your A, your B up to here, and your C. How do we know? We got to double check. First thing we're going to do is let's take the C wave has to at least be the length of the A wave. There's a couple ways you can do that. The minimum way to do it is we have to, here we go. We have to measure the actual distance here, right? So if I line this up from the top of the A wave, which was right there, to the bottom, you can see, sure enough, look where we did. Came down and hit it exactly right here. So the minimum measured move is done. If we were still looking at some more downside, there's another way we could do it with percentages, because I don't believe these percentages are lined up yet. A wave's about 54%. B wave down here about 50%. So if we were expecting some more downside, be a way to peg another target, match up those percentages. But it does look like this is a bottoming formation. And with what we have going on in the macro, I do expect this thing to be turning up now sooner than later. So that ABC you saw from the length perspective, perfect, beautiful, nailed it, right? And what we're waiting on is on the macro, that was a 1, this is a 2. And like we said, we're waiting on 3, 4, 5. And there are 3, 4, 5 targets out already. You guys are going to have to go check it out. Before I continue here on Onyx Coin, guys, just want to mention, join the Quantum Circle, entries, exit strategy, emotional and mental clarity, 2 daily macro videos. Link to that in my bio, guys. On the entries and exits alone, you're paying for your monthly membership. And on top of it, you're going to learn how to do all this stuff. So really important to understand the macro for your coins, for your specific coins too. So that's what we have here, waiting on that third wave to kick off. We are just chilling down here at the bottom. I'm going to zoom in now on this structure. Let's get rid of that. You can see that for the most part, we've been in a downtrend. If I try to connect like as many of these tops as I can, let's see what's the best way to do it. Like that, right? Try to catch as many tops as I can. Missed that one, but got that one. Some tops there, top there. Got that wick, got that wick, got that wick. You can see that a couple days ago on Thursday, it tried to break out, right? But came back in. We had a little bit dip out here, but came back in. Adversely, though, you look, and we have some similar support, some parallel support coming in. If I try to connect as many of the bottoms as I can, you're looking more like out here, right? That bottom, that bottom, that bottom, that bottom. So not anywhere near that right now in the channel. Riding the upper part, so it wants to bust through. The last fib that I'm going to draw is from the low there to the high there. And you can see now on the shorter time frame, we're battling this 786 right here, right? Trying to bust above it. And the 702. 1, 2, 3 times we tagged the 702 trying to get out of here. Each time we tagged it, still closed within this upper trend line for Onyx Coin. So you can see that it's trying, guys, and it found some crazy support down here with where it's at right now. Look at all these days. That goes back to September 1st, right? Over a month, we were able to hold that low. If we pull this over just to see, nothing too crazy from a price action perspective. Sometimes you'll see some stuff back there and it'll kind of hint at it, but we are forming a base here for Onyx Coin, and it certainly looks like that's going to hold. I expect this to bust. We just have that right now, confluence between that upper trend line and this 786 right here at like 1.18 cents, right? And then obviously this 702 has been holding us down as support for a while, as resistance for a while. It was support back here. Really want to see that break right around like 1.35. And let's start heading back the other way. Real quick, looking at the oscillators here on the daily. Stochastic RSI is up in bull territory. We want to hold that 60 if possible and keep weaving up here, right? We weave up here. You see positive price appreciation. That happens all over the place on the charts. That's the stochastic RSI, the relative strength. Momentum, want to see it get back above the zero line here. You can see we got stopped out there, and it just kept some weakness. But right now, hitching a little bit, getting some positive green momentum bars. Let's see something like this come in at the perfect time, guys. There's a lot of charts that are up around some resistances while the oscillators still look good. This thing still looks fine to turn to the upside. As long as the macro markets hold, Onyx Coin is going to be starting to take off here in this third wave. And I do think that alt season, guys, is right around the corner. Be patient. Hang in there. You guys have waited this long now. Don't give up right at the end. Like I mentioned, join the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel, and I teach you how to do TA just like me. Link to that in the bio. If not, super appreciative you guys are here. If you could follow, like, repost. I want to blast this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I will catch you later.